we talked about the recovery, and the recovery is what leads us into the catch. My feeling is very strongly, it leads us into the drive. My feeling is very strongly that if you've got a good recovery, the drive will almost take care of itself. The biggest mistake that people make on the drive is that they make the catch the beginning of the drive, and so they start lifting as they put the blade in the water, and they continue to lift as they go through the drive. We're really trying to make the drive and as much of the stroke as possible to be horizontal. So what I like to try and encourage people to do, and especially when we get beginners here at Calm Waters, is to get them in the habit of starting their stroke somewhere during the drive. Instead of starting back here at the finish, get comfortable sitting. It doesn't have to be full slide, it can be half slide, wherever you're comfortable. But find the blade depth, find the hand height that's going to allow you to get that proper blade depth. And then if I start from here, it's easy to think of this drive as being a horizontal motion. So I've already got the blades in the water, I don't need to come up. What do I want to do? I want to think about moving my legs and my body, legs and body, legs and body, legs and body to bow, and then eventually I'm going to let the arms come through. All of that very, very horizontal motion. No need to go up, no need to go down until I think about taking the blade out of the water. We're trying to keep the blade just underneath the surface of the water all the way through the drive. Sometimes I'll talk about this as being point A, and then I'll have people come to the middle of the drive. That's point B. Again, the blades are still just below the surface of the water. Point C, right here at the finish, again with the blade still just below the surface of the water. What am I looking to do? I'm looking to connect point A to point B to point C. The more horizontal the drive, the more energy I have using my body to get the boat to move straight across the water. No point in going up, no point in going down. I want to try and just come straight through. So I start here at the catch. We used to talk about the idea of shoulders to bow, but people would try and go up. Sometimes we talk about hips to bow, but then shoot the slide. What we talk about now is really using the core, using the belly button to drive to bow. So I'm not just pushing the legs, I'm not just using the body, I'm really trying to use the legs and the body together, very, very strong parts of my body, and legs and body, moving the core to bow, moving the belly button, and then once the legs are done, then I can think about the idea of drawing the elbow. The reason we talk so much about the elbow is I'm going to use the elbow to connect to the lat muscle. A lot of people like to use their traps, they like to get the shoulders up. It feels like you're working very hard, but they're very small and fairly inefficient muscles. So we want to stay loose, we want to stay relaxed. I want to think about the idea of leaning my body weight against the oar. It's not just that I'm trying to muscle the oar through the water, but I'm literally trying to put the weight of my body against the oar, let the legs and the body push, and then once the legs are down, draw the elbow, get that blade to stay in the water all the way through the drive, keeping pressure up against the face of the blade all the way through. Common mistakes, again, we talked already about the ability to try and go up. Feels, again, like you're being very powerful. Mostly when people try and go harder, they almost always go up. So trying to keep the hands low and level, but then the other mistake that people make is they come into the finish and they try and push down before they actually get to the end of the drive. They're trying to make that stroke last forever. It's a drive that's going to make the boat go forward. I don't want to cut off the drive. I want to try and make it last as long as I can. So getting the blade in at full reach and full slide, keeping the blade in the water all the way through, straight through point B, right back to point C, rolling back out for the next stroke. One stroke leads to the next. Keep it going.